Hello guys. Because even if Beyonce was of legal age, Jay was significantly ahead of her in terms of maturity, independence, life experience, and so on. In fact, Beyonce only had one boyfriend before Jay, allegedly, and it was an innocent high school sweethearts type of thing. Also, let's not forget that Beyonce and Jay-Z come from very different backgrounds. And many people think that it would have been pretty easy for a street-savvy Jay to charm and manipulate her. So this is why many say that Beyonce went from being controlled by her dad to being controlled by Jay-Z, and she's never experienced living her life independent of a man. As for Matthew's thoughts on Jay dating his daughter, he allegedly wasn't so much concerned about their age difference as he was about Jay taking control of Beyonce's career and pushing him out. When Matthew was asked years later if he eventually warmed up to Jay, he said, "I don't care for him at all. No, I'm not close to him. He is not somebody I like to spend time with." Anyway, Jay pretty much took over from Matthew and became in charge of Beyonce's solo career. Then, in 2011, Beyonce fired Matthew and announced he would no longer manage her. Beyonce insisted there was no bad blood between her and her dad, and it was just business. But to this day, many believe that it was Jay-Z's decision for Beyonce to cut ties with Matthew. These rumors reached a pitch after Jay was exposed for cheating on Beyonce, and then when Beyonce's sister, Solange, nearly knocked Jay out in that elevator, Matthew said that watching Solange beat Jay was hilarious. "I have to tell you, I laughed so hard. I laughed so hard because, if you know Solange, that's the line." Clearly, Matthew had no sympathy for Jay, and he said that Jay brought that beating on himself. But these comments reportedly angered Jay, and he couldn't stand being humiliated twice. First by Solange and then by Matthew. Also, speaking of Solange, it looks like her relationship with Jay never recovered because she is rarely seen at any of the family events. Anyway, Beyonce herself later addressed the power struggle between her husband and her dad on her album, Lemonade. But the main question on everyone's lips at the time was, why did Beyonce stay with Jay-Z? Well, first of all, based on Jay's comments about the cheating scandal, this man is a master gaslighter. After his affair with Becky with the good hair was exposed, Jay went on CNN and claimed he and Beyonce decided to stay together to break the cycle. For us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, to break that cycle for black men and women, just to see a different outcome. Does Jay-Z know you break that cycle by not cheating on your spouse? Anyways, when he was asked if the outcome would have been the same if Beyonce had cheated on him, Jay said he hoped he would have been as strong as she was. If the transgressions had been on her side, do you think you would be able to be as forgiving of her as she was of you? I hope again, because I love her the same way, no matter what side. I love her the same way. I pray that I will because her strength and her, man, she's the strongest woman I know. They can hurt my mother, they can hurt my brother, but let's be so, for real. Y'all really think that Jay would stay with Beyonce if she publicly cheated on him with some Brandon with a good face? Come on now. But what's even more messed up than Jay gaslighting all of us on national TV are the recent rumors claiming he got Beyonce hooked on drugs. So Jaguar Wright, who used to be Jay's background singer, went viral after telling the Beehive they need to start a free Beyonce movement because Jay is pumping her with drugs. And the more drugs he pumps down his wife's throat to keep him. No girl, not my beautiful Beyonce. I tell you this right now, y'all talking about free Britney. Y'all need to be doing a campaign and say free Beyonce. Beyonce is free. She is a prisoner in a guilty cage. Meanwhile, Uncle Ron, who reportedly worked as Beyonce's bodyguard back in the day, posted a TikTok video backing Jaguar's story and claiming that Jay had been keeping Beyonce drugged up for a long time. But I see it, man. Yeah, Beyonce is on drugs. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way. These rumors gained even more traction when a video surfaced of Beyonce and Jay leaving a pre-Grammys party, with Beyonce looking completely out of it, and Jay getting all nervous about the paparazzi. Please. By the way, did you spot Kris Jenner's boy toy, Corey Gamble there, acting like Beyonce's bodyguard? Well, yeah, rumor has it that he's a Hollywood handler who keeps these celebs in check. Now, as for Matthew's reaction to these rumors, he's allegedly concerned about Beyonce. But there's nothing he can do anymore because Jay allegedly refuses to be in the same room as him. I know all this sounds insane, but then again, nothing would surprise me anymore when it comes to Hollywood. Anyway, here's what fans are saying about the rumors that Jay is drugging Beyonce. Guys, how did we miss that? One fan said, "This last album is super dark. She has been acting funny. Also, to perform those rituals and sacrifices, you need to be high on something." And another one wrote, "It dawned on me that Solange was pissed AF when she saw how zoned out her sister was and was trying to beat the Jay-Z in that elevator. We all saw how Julius let her get in some jabs. They probably know that Bey takes meds, uppers/downers, to numb out. Plus, Jay knows too. I don't think he gives them to her but is an enabler. And that's why Solange went off while B was stuck in the twilight zone. Even her movements delayed. But let me hear your thoughts on this. You think it's possible Jay is keeping B on drugs? Let me know in the comments, and don't miss out on this next video." She immediately notified the police, and according to Vibe.com, Winton told the police that his dad beat him so badly that he had trouble using the bathroom for days after the incident. Oh, and by the way, the only reason Steve did this to his own son is because he got a call from Winton's school that Winton didn't turn in some paper. But what really got me even more mad was listening to Mary talk about how she was helpless to protect her child, because Steve reportedly used his celebrity status to escape prosecution. One of Mary's friends who was with her when she reported the incident revealed that the same judge who cleared Steve of any wrongdoing blackmailed both her and Mary for years to stop them from talking about this in public. He was standing there going, "Oh, this is horrible. You know, how could a father do this?" Then the moment he found out who the father was, he turned right around to me and said, "Do you want to press charges on this?" I said, "Yes," and he said, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And I said, "Why shouldn't I want to do it?" And he just kind of looked at me and walked off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.